dealing with those. And so it's just, I'm just discouraged that, yeah, it's really hard to imagine it. But yeah, I mean, the whole point of my whole philosophy is arguing for the future. The future's the game. So yeah, you can make minor investments in the present that'll save you, 100,000 times in the future. I mean, the payoff is huge if we would make the investments in the future. But people,
I'm with you on that, Gary.
Won't invest 10 cents in that future.
Yeah, no, I'm totally with you on that. Because I think my life is fine, and it's probably going to be fine unless there's some kind of macroeconomic collapse. And who knows, maybe I'll be eating cat food in my old age. Whatever, who cares? And I don't even have kids, so I don't have any biological investment in what happens 150 or 200 years from now, but I do care all the same. And what discourages me is just the lack of an earnest conversation about the long-term problems we're facing and how to begin to address them.
Yeah, in some other way than this. I mean, it's like that news story about the fact that they found this stupid planet, that's Earth-like when it's really Mercury-like. But anyway, and it's like, this is our hope. Oh yeah, there's a planet 20 light years away. That's kind of almost round. And that's our hope. It's like, what the hell are people selling? This is not going to save. These your other bullshit. There's your sparkly little this or that, your little truther theories. None of this is going to save anything. This is real work. And nobody wants to do it. But see, for me the future isn't really about back to this reincarnation thing. There's a practical reincarnation. I mean, the truth is those consciousnesses in the future, I'm worried about them, I care about them in a selfish way, because I know I'm going to be one of them in essence. Something just like me is going to wake up, is going to be born, is going to be 5 years old and be looking out a window and saying, I'm on Earth. And they're going to have to deal with that world. And I can't differentiate between that 5-year-old and the 5-year-old I was. I mean, my life experience is that all of a sudden, poof, you show up on planet Earth. Okay, all of a sudden you're here. And those people are going to go through exactly the same experience. All of a sudden they're going to be here. And they're going to be here in a world I made for them, that I contributed in building. So I have to take responsibility for it. I mean, that's something you have to sit there and worry about that, because it's like, well, yeah, that's sort of me. So I see it as, I take it very personally almost. The future I take kind of personal. Even though I won't be here, I'll be here.
Well, it's funny because, the way you just explained that reincarnation, quote-unquote thing, made more sense to me than any time I've heard it before. But, yeah, I pretty much feel exactly the same way. There are consciousnesses who are going to be who are going to wake up to planet Earth, and they're going to face, whatever they face in their lives. And I wish them the best. And here we are, in the present, making decisions that are going to, influence the situation they find. And what are we talking about? Just these trivialities, just this bullshit. We are not taking responsibility for creating the world that they're going to inherit. And why not? Because what are we doing instead? Just pissing around, jacking off. What are we doing?
Yeah, well, exactly. Well, we're being very self-indulgent and very penny wise and pound foolish. The pound is in the future. The pound is in the long-term investment in in creating a world that's going to be really livable compared to the world we're going to leave them, which is going to be very unlivable. Just the whole idea of being born to a huge debt obligation itself, is just kind of, it should shame people to even consider the fact that, a kid born tomorrow is, $200,000 in debt. He hasn't even started his life, and he's $200,000 in debt theoretically. He owes somehow decades of labor to pay the bills.
I was talking to my brother this summer.
Money's going away.
I was talking to my brother this summer, and he has kids. He has a couple of them, and I don't. And neither of us believe in religion, but my brother is training his kids in religion. He's sending them to church, just because he thinks he doesn't even believe in this shit, but he thinks that a part of the training of the education of any person should be to be churched. Oh, what are you gonna do, man?
Yeah, I mean, man.
Yeah.
You had to have one weird experience to see any value in it. I mean, God, it's like, well, I'm gonna go send my kid to the child molester. I mean, what the hell would I do that for?
I have no fucking idea. I really don't. I mean, the only valid excuse for churching your children is if you actually believe this shit yourself. But if you don't, and you're churching them all the same, what the hell is your excuse?
I guess it has something to do with socialization or something, maybe. Make it easier for them if they're like everybody else or something. So my sister had sort of that attitude. She was like, I'm not going to tell them what to believe, and I'm not going to force them if they want to be Jewish or they want to be this. And I'm like, what the fuck? They're kids. Why would you let kids just show up one day and say, I want to go to clown school? I mean, what, you're going to send him to clown school because one day he watched Bozo the Clown and now he wants to go to clown school, and so now you're going to send him to clown school because one day he said the word, I want to go to clown school. Come on. And I was like, what are you letting your kids raise your kids for? That's really stupid.
No, it is. It's totally fucking stupid. My brother makes probably 10 times what I make in a year. And the people, the social group he hangs out with, profess a kind of casual religiosity, which they don't really believe in. But to educate his kids to hang in that circle, he's going to propagate these myths. He's going to foist them off on them.
You know how I know money's going away? Is because it's a fucking man-made, imaginary bullshit. Like, do not God.
Look, I don't want to argue with you, you fucktard. I've made videos on this subject, okay? It has nothing to do with fucking money, okay? It has to do with debt obligations. They're called IOUs, okay? Not all money is an IOU. Alright, cash is one form of IOU. It's pretty secure so far because they've only printed $5 trillion of it. Alright, but there's other forms of IOU. They're called bonds. Alright, you want to complain about the government printing bonds? Then you've got a complaint. Okay, talk about them, but talk about this stuff as different things. They are not the same thing. Cash and bonds are not the same thing. A stock certificate is not the same thing. These are all IOU pieces of paper, though, and they're all IOUs on the same fucking commodities. Okay, the same substantive real things have been collateralized more than one time. So in the world, let's just do, for the sake of simplicity, let's say there's $40 billion worth of IOUs. There's only $20 billion worth of stuff. That's the dilemma the world's in right now. Okay, but it doesn't have anything to do with fucking cash, you dumbass. There's nothing wrong with the money system. There's something wrong with borrowing fucking money you never intend to pay back.
No, I completely agree with that. But yeah, and the interest has gotten way. I mean, there's the real world, and then there's all this IOU shit that is way more because of like all this fucking digital credit card shit. It's just fucking ones and zeros in a fucking computer, and you could make, a gazillion fucking dollars, way more than the fucking whole planet.
See here, Remy. Okay, it's not the fucking problem. Digital money isn't the problem. Alright, assholes borrowing money they can't pay back is the problem. Lenders lending money they can't pay back is the problem. People renting rental contracts and then renting the rental of the rental contract is the problem. Alright? So those things shouldn't have been possible in the first place. It should never have been possible for the federal government to borrow money. That was ludicrous. It should either print it honestly and cause inflation that's honest, or it should do nothing. It should not spend what it doesn't have. I mean, either raise taxes and raise revenue, or you don't spend. Turn your mic off. Thank you very much. 666. Turn your mic off. Mic off. Alright. Barney the dinosaur's on the spot out there. Oh, hey, Barney the dinosaur. I like this music. It's kind of like Christmas music. Alright, so we need somebody new with a brain. This devil guy ain't gonna work all the way. It's gonna irritate me, no doubt. So we need a Remy replacement. Come on, fuckers. Is that girl real? She. I know you're for real. Look at that. Look at the whatever Lux Furno.
Farah. That's it.
Yeah, she looks very
Lux
soft.
Farah's the guy.
Yeah, it's very soft and warm. Yeah. I like to touch her pretty hair. Yes, I will stroke it. I like to stroke her little hair.
Gary, do you think one day our science and technology...
We can talk about something. So
do you think one day our science and technology would be able to, huh?
Go ahead. One day with science and technology, we'll be able to what? Yes, we'll be able to make very...
create anything. Any type of element, any type of matter from absolutely nothing.
Oh, no,
Yes,
you can't.
good point.
It's just idiotic. Absolutely
From
idiotic.
nothing?
No, of course you can't. Why don't you try to do the make gold out of lead thing first, okay? Why don't you just shorten the horizon just a little bit, okay? But yeah, the something from nothing thing is a little bit fucktarded.
Well, I just think sometimes of how did any of this shit get here, right? Where did it come from?
It's not from nothing.
Well, I think what we know is that wherever it came from, you probably don't want to be messing with that shit, because that shit is like double, triple nuclear and crap, you know? It's like, you know, one atom can blow your fucking head all the way to the end of the universe and back again like 7 million times. One little atom can do that.
We're kind of already messing around with shit like that.
How's it going there, fellas, or fellers, or whatever the fuck you want to be?
How's it going? Get the fuck out of here. I don't really like you much. You look like you're from Arkansas and shit, and I think you're a dumb fucktard. Damn fucker.
She really got a lot of milk in those.
Not milk.
Yeah, whatever it is, it's whatever. It's just kind of a stupid fucking video. I mean, people really are lame. I'm gonna stick whipped cream cans on my tits, and then it'll be funny as hell. I don't think so.
It'd be better if she was spraying herself in the face with it.
Oh, whatever. No, that wouldn't be better either. Do me any good.
Fired.
Blah, 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 blah. Why do these people have all these fucking names? Multipass? Who the hell is that? What's her name? What the hell's with you women? You got 2, 3, 4 accounts in this room at one time. What the fuck are you doing? You're just trying to confuse me.
That's J-Dub. He has my picture up. That's not me. This is my only account that's in the room.
Okay, it's just somebody faking it.
No, he's a friend of mine. He's not lurking. Not in a bad way.
Yeah, okay.